Alright, hey YouTube. Excuse my eye bags. I have been slacking. I haven't been doing my green tea bags and cucumbers like I do one in the morning, one at night. Um, I try to at least get one done. But anyways, always trust in God when things are good, when things are bad. And always have faith when things are bad or good. He always come right on time. Like I'm telling you, right on time. Since I was a kid and now. Um, I've been getting like tempted. I don't know what you would call it when the devil keep trying to deceive you. Like I be having like nightmares. I say nightmares because like I loved my ex, but he didn't treat me right, and he put his hands on me twice. Excuse me, I just ate. Um, and like I be having dreams of him or like visions randomly. Like today, like I went to his apartment and he opened the door and I kissed him. Or yesterday, I wrote him, I miss you, and something else. Like, devil, I know that's you. Like, when I met him and we talked or whatever, I felt like he was sent by God. And it was the worst time of my life, which this year is the worst of my life. But when I met him, that was like 2 years after I almost was raped and killed. Can't talk today. Um, and it's just good to be able to trust God and a few other people. I can trust my great grandmother, which she passed away, and my grandmother, my mom, my Christian friend, and like I'm not into new friends. Like all these different guys ask for my number. I'm not into new friends. I don't fool with females. They work my nerves. But like when I go to church, that's when I'll want new friends. I just had so many bad experiences, and people are so funny, especially where I'm at. I miss Ohio. I miss my friends, and it's been 10 years, going on 11 years. Um, I haven't been back there yet. Um, but I made a video a few days ago about knowing that Jesus is near. And I know he's near because I have a feeling like I'm weary and I'm tired and I'm exhausted, and all these words don't describe how I feel. I feel like I'm here, but I'm not here. Like I feel like I'm living and alive, but like deep down I be feeling like not alive. It's weird. Um, and I know I don't belong here, and I never did, but I'm here and I accomplished my purpose. Um, so I'm just kind of waiting for Jesus' return. But anyways, I know that he's near because when I was 6 years old and I had to wait till I was 13 years old for eye surgery, I hated school only because of the bullying and the physical, emotional bullying. And when I went to school, I felt like I could do it when I was dropped off by my parents and walked into school with my sisters and brothers. My sisters were like my guardian angels. One was a physical one, like she'd go off and beat you up for messing with me. And then my other sister was like kind and like negotiable. Like, that's my sister, leave her alone, that's not nice, and they would leave me alone. I had people pulling my hair, blowing stuff in my eye. Recess was like supposed to be fun, and it was hell even during um, recess for me, and it was every day. Like it just never stopped, and I found that out. I was always scared to start school because of I knew I was going to get bullied, but I didn't know that it would happen every day. Like when there's a thick kid and people laugh at them about their size or someone's clothes. It's like every here and there, but it's not every day. For me, this was every day. But anyways, so I knew I was so tearful when my parents would drop me off, especially my mom. My dad never went into school. My mom always did. Or like when we got older and my sisters would have to like, you know, you gotta go your own ways. You know, we were always in the same school, but they were higher up, so they was in a different section of the school. So we didn't see each other through the day. We just barely see each other. So once I got you know, in the classroom and hidden in, I would fear people, fear school, fear everything. Like, but I felt somebody. And before I committed suicide, I did a video on that. There was someone with me. I heard God's voice at that time. I don't recall what he said or whatever. I was 6 years old. I don't remember. But anyways, every day I went to school, I just knew it was going. Like it was like to the point that I couldn't be positive. I couldn't be confident. Didn't have a voice. I was shy. I was scared. I didn't know how to be normal, even afterwards. You know, I didn't. It took me until now to love myself. Like I'm 29, 28, going on 29 November, 12th. I don't know why I'm pausing. It's been a long day. Been up for work since 5 a.m. Um, um, and like I just knew somebody was with me to like heal the pain, cause like words hurt when you hear them continuously, and like it embedded in my head and my soul that you know I was treated like a monster animal, like a wild zoo animal, or like someone who's supposed to be in a zoo to be laughed at and mocked and laughed at because I was different. So I could I had to take kindergarten again. That's how bad the bullying was. I couldn't focus, and all I could hear was the words and the name calling and the laughing and the giggling and the whispering all day long. It was all day, even during recess, the hallways, the grocery stores, everywhere. The only time I had peace was at home, and man, brings back bad memories. But anyways, Jesus, he was with me. I felt somebody with me, and like I felt like like my my heart was hurting so bad, but his hand was over it. Like I could feel him, you know, like I was so fearful and so scared, and that feeling I had was so strong, and that same feeling I have now. That's how I know he's near, because like everything is good. Everything was bad, but I've overcame everything. Toxic relationship, domestic violence, bullying at as a teacher assistant at a public school, um, and other things. So many other things. And like like you like 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 it's not just you're like tired, you just can't wait to be like done. You know, like home, and like you just don't have to hurt about the past or anything. Like I'm 28, going on 29 years old. Like I no longer want to get married. I no longer want to lose my virginity. After you go through so much, it's like I won't be able to trust somebody ever again. I did that already. But I can trust God and Jesus, and I feel like that feeling that I had when I was 6 to 13, I had to wait till I was 13 years old, by a specialist, Cleveland Clinic. Um, you know. Um, the only reason why I said that location because I don't live there anymore. I'm from there. I'm from a lot of places actually. I moved a lot growing up. So um, that feeling is just like that same feeling that I feel like it was never going to end. You know, all the things that have gone on in the world is not just the only thing that people have been dealing with. Like myself, we've been dealing with personal things and things. It's just so much. Everything. This year, I thought being almost raped and killed 2 years ago was the worst day of my life, or getting stabbed by my sister. Well, stabbed at the back, not stabbed literally, but stabbed in the back and put under the bus and got kicked out. Not by my mom, but by my stepfather. I thought those two. I had to, live in a hotel for a while, like an inexpensive one. Um, yeah, that's my skin patch over there. I got one over there that I'm just trying to make sure it don't repatch skin patches. So if I pop a pimple, I get a skin patch, and I got 3 on my forehead. But I'm just like trying to recover them. They repatch and repatch, but eventually they'll stop repatching. Um, and I caused that by being stressed out in a relationship, very bad relationship. Anyways, that feeling that I know Jesus is near is like again when I was little, and I feel like I said, when will it ever end? I feel like it would never end. It would never end. The bullying and me being ugly and my eyes being crossed, and it's not something like you can hide with makeup or your hair. If it was long, I would have covered it all day, or like it was something you can't hide, and I just feel like I wanted to be normal. I wanted to feel like I can learn to love myself, and you learn that in kindergarten. I love working with kindergartners and seeing them progress and grow. Um, but I just was like, when is it ever going to end? I never, ever forget asking my sister, who wasn't, the physical one, because she would have been like, I beat up every single person. But the other sister was like, older kids not gonna talk about you like the ones in elementary school or middle school because they're more mature. So, um, but before that happened, I finally got my eye surgery. I didn't know I was getting it, but I got my eye surgery before I went to high school. So, I'm pretty sure, yeah. But when I went to middle school, I found out, that I still wasn't normal because, like, my eyes was fixed, but it messed me up mentally. Like, I would be in groups with, my best friend, and she'd be like, say something. Like, I would be so shy because that's how I grew up to be. I wasn't born cross-eyed. I had an accident that caused it. And, it just, I found out later on it messed me up so much that it took until like a sophomore in college to like have a voice, be confident, to be like normal, and like I had nothing. I had nothing before. And I didn't know how to be normal or nothing like positive. It was all negative. Everything I heard was negative, and it took me it took my soul, I feel like. But yeah, I just feel like the devil be tempting me. Like I always say in my head and my heart, and so I never ever get back with my ex. And I feel like he been like giving me these visions about him or dreams, like both of them, and I'm just thinking, and I'll say aloud, no, no, or my head, both times, I'll say one minute, I'll say in my head, next minute, I'll say aloud, heck, no, like, this year is just so draining. It's so draining. Everything is better now, though. I'm out of a toxic relationship. I'm not a toxic job. I'm only dealing with family members that are not drama. My two brothers are not drama people. Mom, my grandmother, my Christian friend. I keep my distance from people who are no good. That's family. And then, like, this new job, I just, like, I'm not friendly, but I'm a little bit friendly. And I let people speak to me first, and then I'll speak to them, and I know who will speak back. Because in this world, you speak first, and certain people will not speak back. So I only speak to the people I know who will speak back. But job is good. It's not a negative, toxic environment. I'm blessed. I'm still gonna be going for my dream and goals, and uh, to be raptured on your birthday. When it happens, it's gonna be on people's birthdays. And November 12th would be great to be raptured. That'd be a bonus special. But I feel like things are gonna get bad. I feel like something big is coming, which I already mentioned in the video. But I know that my faith has always been strong. When I was little, that's all I had. Dance, God, and my, family, inner family, to, like, protect me. But I always knew somebody was with me. Somebody was with me. And that was Jesus. God, one of them. We're both of them. But you can feel them. I had never forget that feeling. I was scared to turn around and look at people. As soon as I walked in the classroom, I never forget. It was music class. And this was in elementary school. I was young, and my mom dropped me off, and I was so scared. She knew I was scared because I knew what was coming. It's kind of like when you got to get a whooping, and like you got in trouble, and you deserve it. You get all scared. That's how it was. To go into a classroom, most kids are excited at that age. They were going around clapping and singing a song or whatever. And as soon as I walked through the door, that day I was late, real late, because they were in specials, past breakfast, past, seeing who's all here, checking in or whatever by the teacher. And as soon as I walked in, just laughs and whispers, and I could hear things. It wasn't just whispers. Some would whisper, some wouldn't whisper. Some would literally say what they had to say, either to my face or out loud. Both of them happened. I never forget. A friend of my sister was like, "Leave her alone. That's the tree. That's blah 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 sister. And it'll leave me alone." So it was good to have connections in the school, meaning like my sisters, they had friends and stuff. I had maybe a few, you know, who treated me like I didn't, like I wasn't cross-eyed versus, you know, the others who didn't, of course, weren't my friends because they like acted like they hated me because of my eyes. But yeah, God bless.